So I wanted to come and talk to you today about our rescue dogs and some of the behaviours that we can see in those dogs if they have previously come from quite distressing backgrounds. I wanted to address this because I've heard a lot over the course of my career so far that dogs have shown signs of aggression or signs of fear and anxiety, and people have become okay with those behaviours because they justify it by saying that they've come from a terrible background and that, well, that's the way it is, that's what they've learned, and it's true enough. It is certainly true. Our dogs adapt very, very well to living in very, very difficult situations, and some behaviours do come as a result of living in difficult situations. However, previously I worked with children. I worked with children for 18 years. They say never work with children and animals. Well, I did both. I worked with children for a long time, and it struck me that just because a child came from a foster family or an adopted family, and they were showing behaviours that were challenging, that was not an excuse not to help them. And it's a funny thing, because we accept our dogs' challenging behaviours because, well, that's how they've coped from their previous experience. But that's not an excuse not to help them change, not to see life from a different perspective, not to experience the situation that they are in now in a loving and supportive environment, and help them to be able to get past that. If we're seeing a dog who is showing food aggression because previously it was a street dog and it had to fight for everything it got, there is a reason why that behaviour is there. So we can accept that as a reason. But I wouldn't want my dog to live with that state of mind, of that panic, that if I don't eat it really quickly and see off everything else that might take it from me, then I won't keep it, I won't get to eat. I wouldn't want my dog to live its life that way forevermore, just with the excuse that, well, that's what you learnt before. It's a difficult one because these behaviours are rooted with very, very good reason, very good cause. But it is important that we help our dogs through these situations. If a dog is frightened, we need to help them see that they don't have to be frightened anymore. Even though there was really good cause for them to be frightened before, we need to help them through it so that they're not frightened anymore. And it's not something that we can just say that it's okay because they're a rescue. It's a very delicate subject because our dogs in some cases have suffered immense trauma. But that makes it even more important that we help them to achieve a calm and relaxed life where they are now. I wanted to throw that out there for you. By all means, disagree with me. By all means, challenge what I've said here today. I'm not trying to suggest that we punish our dogs for their behaviours. But we do need to help them to see that that's not the way they have to live anymore. Anyway, with that said, drop me a comment in the comments box. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. Tell me if you've got a situation like this with your dog that you've not been able to fix. Get in touch. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. For now, take care. I'll see you soon.